Do celebrities, the SEC, and ICOs have in common? Hello and welcome to another episode of Internet Money. So unless you live under a rock, you've probably heard of this ICO phenomenon. Initial coin offerings being used by tech companies and scammers alike to raise tons of money with basically no oversight, just saying, dump your money here and hope for the best. Maybe you've even seen celebrities promoting these ICOs, people like the famous boxer Floyd Mayweather or the hotel heiress Paris Hilton. As a reaction to this celebrity endorsement of ICOs, the SEC, which is by far the most terrifyingly scary government regulatory agency, has issued a warning against celebrities, telling them not to promote ICOs without giving very clear disclaimers about their compensation, their affiliation, etc. This is a warning shot being fired by the most scary of all government agencies. Do you know why the SEC is so scary? Do you know why everyone who knows about them is terrified of them? Because, as far as we know, they are the only government organization that is incentivized to pursue criminal charges against people. That means that Floyd Mayweather, Paris Hilton, and any other celebrities who are promoting ICOs without giving lots of disclaimers. By the way, this is not advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm super biased. Don't trust me or anyone. There's my disclaimer. So these celebrities are basically pissing off the scariest government agency, and it is very likely that the SEC will pursue legal action against these celebrities. And it's not going to be fun. It's going to be real scary. And it's likely that the SEC is not just going to stop at celebrities. They're going to go after not just the celebrities, but also the people who are promoting these ICOs. These are agencies that are basically astroturfing Reddit, creating hundreds, thousands of fake accounts on Reddit, YouTube, etc., and plastering misinformation all over the internet. The SEC is coming after you. Also, it's very likely that the SEC is going to go after organizations that are having ICOs and selling them to non-accredited investors, because most of these ICOs will qualify as what the SEC calls securities. So there's a very good chance that the SEC is going to go after celebrities promoting ICOs, they're going to go after the advertisers promoting ICOs, and they're going to go after the companies who are selling ICOs to the general public instead of accredited investors. So things are about to get real scary for these three groups in ICO land. Thanks for the ride. So let's have a recap. What do we know? One, we know that it's getting really scary to have an ICO because of the SEC. Second, it looks like an increasing number of ICOs are destined for failure. The more I talk to industry insiders, the more it looks like we're trending towards 5 nines of failure. That means most people in the industry believe that 99.999% of all the ICOs that will ever happen will fail. Let that sink in for a second. So what does this mean? This is not advice. This is just my perspective. But it looks like we're set up for a retraction of ICOs in 2018. What does that mean? Basically means that it looks like because it's getting scary and because many ICOs are going to be failing, that money will come out of initial coin offerings or coins that recently had ICOs and try to make their way back into cash. Now, all the money won't come completely out of internet money land. A good amount of it will likely stop and potentially stay inside of Bitcoin. And the reason is that Bitcoin's already doing great, but then you add on this exodus that might be happening out of new coins, the ICO land, which I think is also going to be accelerated by the scariness of the SEC, then man, it looks like a lot of money is potentially going to be flooding into Bitcoin because Bitcoin's already working, and it looks like people are going to be basically scared out of ICO money. Oh, check it out. It's my friend Kong. So when I ask most people why they're getting into this super high risk ICO space, they almost always say the exact same thing. They say some version of, I missed Bitcoin. It's too late, right? I need to find the next Bitcoin. Well, what if they're dead wrong? What if Bitcoin's not too late? What if Bitcoin's actually super duper early? I'm not saying it is, I'm just posing the question. Now, what if in addition to Bitcoin being early, it's also true that this ICO bubble is about to pop? If you put these two things together, then what that could mean is that if the ICO bubble pops and money's trying to flood out of it, it could very well accelerate the adoption of Bitcoin. As people try to get their money out of ICO land, they have to pass through Bitcoin land. Bitcoin's already doing a great job of growing transaction volume, which means that it's also growing its price, and this exodus out of ICO land could very well accelerate it. That's going to do it for today's episode of Internet Money. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe. Oh, and by the way, I'm sitting here with my friend Kong from Simple Pickup. This guy is a hero to many people, including myself. Thanks for everything you've done, Kong.
Questionable. Thank you for the compliments.
So we're going to be recording a live stream. You can check it out on Simple Pickup 2. Don't forget the 2. And yeah, give us feedback. Tell us, if there's more stuff that you want to know that we didn't talk about, if there's more stuff that is related to this video that you want to talk about. Really, just ask whatever you want. In the comments below. Go nuts. Just be polite, and I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Have a great day, unless you choose otherwise. See ya.